बेचारे एग्जामिनर को ये कौन समझाएगा कि हमने स्टार्टिंग का और एंडिंग का तो दे दिया पॉइंट, लेकिन बीच में क्या हो रहा है? एंड शुड वी डू दैट? शुड वी राइट 6 फीचर्स एंड ओवरव्यू पैराग्राफ? एब्सोल्युटली नॉट। इसकी ये बहुत ही बोरिंग तरीके से लिखी गई रिपोर्ट है। दिस इज वेरी वेरी बोरिंग पैराग्राफ। Hello everybody, welcome back to PW with me Vandana in yet another super insightful lecture. So today I am going to be talking about 3 mistakes that you must avoid in IELTS Academic Writing Task 1. Let's get started straight away. So this is what we are going to be covering. 3 classic errors that you might be making, probably might be making in your reports and that you must avoid. Let's get started and let's straight away dive deep into it. So I have got a couple of graphs for you, and this is the very first graph I'm going to be talking about. Now the question over here says, the graph below gives information on the number of participants for different activities at one social center in Melbourne, Australia for the period 2000 to 2020. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. So basically आपको different activities दी हुई हैं यहाँ पे. कौन सी activities? You have got film club, martial arts, amateur dramatics, table tennis and musical performances. Number of participants by activity 2020 and we clearly have a line graph. अब problem क्या है यहाँ पे? Let's understand कि what is the mistake that usually is done by a lot of students. देखते हैं. So I'm going to be showing you one sentence. Only one sentence, and let's see what is wrong in that sentence. Okay, now the sentence that I'm showing you is this. It says the participants of table tennis. हम बात कर रहे हैं table tennis category की. This one, and here it is this category. The participants of table tennis grew sharply from around 18. Here you go, from around 18 in 2000. To over 50 in 2020, to over 50 in 2020. अब data तो correct है. Then what is the problem? What exactly is wrong here? The sentence says the participants of table tennis grew sharply from around 18 in 2000 to over 50 in 2020. So we are telling the correct data about table tennis. Then what exactly is wrong? The problem here is that we are simply telling the first point and the last point of this curve to the examiner. बेचारे एग्जामिनर को ये कौन समझाएगा कि हमने स्टार्टिंग का और एंडिंग का तो दे दिया पॉइंट, लेकिन बीच में क्या हो रहा है? यू नीड टू टेल द एग्जामिनर द एंटायर कर्व. सो यहाँ पे here if you see there's a very slight increment till 2010 and after 2010 there's a drastic increment. You need to explain this curve to the examiner that till 2010 the increment was very slight. However, after 2010 this increment was drastic. So let's see how we can correct it. Here you go. The correction is the participants of table tennis grew slightly from 18 in 2000, from 18 in 2000 to 20 in 2010. To around 20 in 2010. After this point, a significant surge was observed. A significant surge was observed as the number had risen to over 50 by 2020. So what I am now doing is I am telling that okay, till 2010 it was just a slight increment. Whereas after 2010 this increment we had a significant surge. After 2010, we had a significant surge. So now the examiner knows that, okay, this curve looks like this. Till 2010, the increment was slight and then it was drastic increment. So सिर्फ starting point and ending point line graphs में देने से काम नहीं चलेगा. आपको बीच के milestones ignore नहीं करने हैं. Moving on to the next graph. Okay, now this one over here says the charts below give information on the location and types of dance classes young people in a town in Australia are currently attending. Okay, now here we have location of dance classes and here we have types of dance classes by age group. So under 11 is this white bar and 11 to 16 is this gray bar. We have 3 types of dance: ballet, tap dance and modern dance. and here we have the number of students. And if we look at the pie chart, they are telling us the location of the dance classes, where the classes are being conducted. For example, college-based studios में 10%, then we have school halls conducting 20% of the class, 24%, and then community halls and other, they are accommodating around 18% of the crowd, and private studios 48%. Now I am going to be showing you two paragraphs on this to show you two different errors. Let's first see the overview paragraph on this question. So here you go. In the overview, what we have got over here is, overall it can be clearly seen that the largest percentage of students learn dance in private studios. As very clearly you can see, largest percentage, they learn dance in private studios, and the smallest percentage use college-based studios. Here you go. Largest and smallest of pie chart done. Then I am saying also ballet is the most popular dance form among those who are under 11 years of age. So under 11, for them ballet is the most popular dance form. Whereas modern dance is preferred the most by 11 to 16 age group. So 11 to 16 age group, grey bar, they prefer modern dance the most. And then I'm saying besides, ballet is the least popular dance form among the latter age group. Latter means बाद वाला, that is 11 to 16 वाला जो age group है, उसमें ballet सबसे कम popular है. So if you see 11 to 16, they prefer ballet the least. So ballet is the least popular dance form among the latter age group, whereas modern dance is preferred by the lowest proportion of those belonging to the former age group. Former means पहले वाला age group, that is this. So यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है हमने लास्ट में कि जो modern dance है ये under 11 कैटेगरी इसको सबसे कम प्रेफर करती है. Now what is wrong in this overview paragraph? बहुत सारी चीजें गड़बड़ है. The only problem here is that I have written largest and smallest proportion of pie chart also. Then I have written the largest and smallest proportion of under 11 category also. Then I have written largest and smallest proportion of 11 to 16 category also. So overall इसमें 6 features लिख दिए हैं मैंने overview paragraph में. And should we do that? Should we write 6 features in overview paragraph? Absolutely not. At the most, you should be writing around 2 to 3 features. And इस तरह के question में, you should write overview paragraph in such a way that, of course, 2 to 3 minimum features without data. Plus, you should write features in a way that they are covering both the graphs. सिर्फ pie chart के ऊपर overview लिख दिया तो गलत हो जाएगा. You need to cover both the charts. Let me show you the correction now. Alright, so here we are saying overall, private studios are the most commonly used venue for dance classes. Private studios, most commonly used. Then additionally, younger students under 11 tend to participate in dance classes more than those aged 11 to 16, highlighting a greater interest in the activity among the younger age group. So, in a way, now I have written only 2 features here. कौन से 2 features? I'm talking about this highest category of the pie chart. And then I'm saying that under 11, children who are under 11, they are more into dancing as opposed to 11 to 16 years old. Why I'm saying that they are more into dancing? If you see the bar here, white bar is longer than the grey one. Similarly, here the white bar you can see is longer again. It's only in modern dance that you see that 11 to 16 वाला जो crowd है वो ज़्यादा indulged है. So otherwise under 11 category they are more into dancing. So that is what I'm saying. Highest category pie chart की आ गई and यहाँ पे comparison आ गया that these people under 11 they are more into dancing as opposed to 11 to 16 age group. So 2 features only, that's it. Do not bombard your overview paragraphs with a lot of information that will go against you. अब इसी चार्ट पे, इसी क्वेश्चन पे let's take a look at the body paragraph and let's see कि उसमें क्या गड़बड़ है. Okay, so till now our problem number 1 was that in the line graph we are giving only starting point and last point. वो नहीं करना है. That is mistake number 1. Mistake number 2 is bombarding a lot of information in the overview paragraph. Now let's take a look at mistake number 3. And here you go. So what I'm saying over here is, as far as the location of the classes is concerned, 10% individuals attend these sessions in college. So here you see 10% in the college-based studios. Community halls and other areas accommodate 18% of people who are learning to dance. So community halls and other areas, 18%. And school halls cater to 24%. They cater to 24% of them. And private studios are used by 48% of 48% attending dance classes. And here you go. So बिल्कुल correct data है, correct language है, and this is body paragraph 1 explaining about pie chart. Then what's the issue? What is the problem here? The problem is कि ये बहुत ही boring तरीके से लिखी गई report है. This is very boring paragraph. Why exactly this is a boring paragraph? Because there's no comparison, there's no contrast. I'm simply converting data into language. That is why it is boring. इसको interesting बनाने के लिए we need to do some comparison between these categories. कैसे करें? Take a look over here at the corrected version. Okay. As far as the location of the classes is concerned, private studios are used by the largest proportion of people, 48%, who attend dance classes, which is exactly twice as many as those who go to school halls. देखो, मैंने इन दोनों को compare कर दिया. I said यहाँ पे देखो, this is the largest category, accommodating 48% of the crowd, and this 48% is exactly twice as many as is catered by school halls. 24 का exact double 48. So बहुत अच्छा comparison हो रहा है इन दोनों के बीच में. And then I'm saying, on the other hand, the smallest proportion of learners, which is 10%, is catered to by college-based studios. Now I'm talking about the smallest proportion, 10%, which is nearly half the number of those who are accommodated by community halls and other areas. और ये जो 10% है, this is almost half the number of community halls and other areas. Almost है ये half. Exact half नहीं है, but this is almost half. यहाँ पे अगर 20% होता, then it would have been exact half. But because 18% है, that is why I am saying that it is nearly half or almost half. But यहाँ पे exact double है, 24 का double, that is 48. And that is why I am saying exactly twice. So you need to be careful. If it's exactly double, then use the word exactly. If it's roughly, approximately, then you can use the word nearly or almost. So this is the third error that I wanted to talk about, wherein we are writing report with good language, good grammar, correct data, but we are not doing any comparison. That's the third error. So if you want to take the score up, then start comparing between different categories. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.